Good morning, welcome to the Oregon Fly Fishing Blog. I'm Tony Torrence. We are going to tie a Clear Goo Clouser. It is the fall season and it's time to tie a few Chinook flies. Now this fly will serve many purposes and we'll dive right in here. I've got a Gamakatsu SL12S in the vise. Clear Goo has a new set of dumbbell eyes out in various sizes. They are a plastic eye, so they don't add any weight. They have a laser technology they use to create the eyes, so they're very realistic. What I've got here is the 6mm sterling on the size 2 hook. Basically just tie it in like you would with any other Clouser pattern. Slightly forward of center on the shank. You can see the eyes, actually the pupils have a shape here, so you can rotate these and get them in so they look just like the real fish. You don't have to go hog wild in securing these because we're going to secure this whole thing with Clear Goo. Hareline has a new product out. It's called Shimmer. It's or Ice Dub Shimmer would be the proper full name. It's their ice dubbing taken, laid in flat strands, fused together. This is the pearl, which we will use for the belly. I'm going to take that and cut off a section. Pretty long material. You can make these are as big as you would like them. Okay, come around behind the eyes just to set that there. Normally we did that just to keep this from wrapping. We'll cure that with the Clear Goo. I do it more out of habit. Next we have another product. It's also called Ice Dub Shimmer, but it's called their Minnow back. It comes in a multitude of colors. You have on one side the pearl, and then it has 3 layers. I believe there's a bronze and then a purple on the back of this. Again, with this material, it's fused together. I'm going to take it, cut a section off for the back of the fly.
Comes in a lot of colors though, and you can do any.
Hot pink and green.
Yeah.
We'll post. I've got several different versions of this. Now you'll look at that, and you can see if you pinch it sideways the layers in it. Okay. So now I'm going to tie this in as the back, and you want to run this a little shorter than your belly. So I've got my measurement there. Get this little baby secured. So I'm going to put a little whip finish on this. Okay, let me pull this out of the vise for a second because I want to set these strands first to show everybody. I'm just going to pull the hook through here so when I glue it, you can see the back, you can see the layers, the eyes are all set. So now I'm going to get ready to glue this with the Clear Goo Thick. Sometimes I'll wet these just to keep them all lined and back. Any of your little stragglers that are in the way, trim them, get them out of the way now. Okay, thick. Now I've got a pretty good void right here between the dumbbell eyes, so I'm going to come in here first, lay in a little bead of Clear Goo. Make sure I flare up my belly a little bit. Hit it with the light, cure the material. Okay, then I will come in and finish coating all of this. Just laying the material in here. Now sometimes you'll have to hold on to these fibers so they don't get caught up in your tip and you end up pulling them around with you. Make sure to get on the back side of the eye. You can do this with the thick pretty easily. It builds up a pretty decent head without too much effort. Now, I've got that set. I want to spread out my material so I get a good minnow profile, which looks like I've got a pretty good job there. Get all my interesting stuff here pulled and set. Hit it with the light again. I want to cure the stuff, until it goes clear. It has a slight cloudiness to it when you put it on there. I've got that. Look at those eyes starting to pop already. Now I'll hit it with Clear Goo Hydro because the thick has a certain amount of tack to it, and we want it to be nice and slick finish. The Hydro also keeps everything nice and clear. Okay, so I've got that on there. Make sure I don't have anything funny. Hit it with the light again.
And with that clear mono thread, I mean, you can really tell how clear that stuff is.
You can.
You can see through the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. It just keeps everything realistic. And then I'm going to come in here and just do a little bit of trim. Now, that fly is done, but I want to show you here. You take this and wet it back just a little bit. I've got just some stranglers here I want to get rid of. Just how clear that head is, and how those eyes pop on that fly and the silhouette, that dark back. That fly is going to do well for any baitfish imitation you want to use it for. Multitude of colors to choose from to get it just to the species you're trying to match, and should work well in any of the ocean situations from the East Coast to the West Coast and our freshwater estuaries for Chinook.